More answers presented by Mazda BT-50. More is more.
Hello there, footy fans. Time to talk a bit of rugby league thanks to the Mazda BT-50. I'm Russell Barwick, he's Sam Kekovich, and he is also the Melbourne Storm's probably top, 6 or 7 ticket holder?
Oh, I'm number 2, about to be elevated. I think I'll get the big gong next year.
A month or two ago, we were talking about, that same old scenario. They lose a few during the Origin, and the sceptics wrote them off.
Yes.
Those of us, you and I, had full faith, and the last
believers.
couple of weeks, 60 points at the weekend was, sure, it was Parramatta, and you and I could suit up and probably score 20 points.
Well, you're right. The brethren never lost faith. And this is a sense of deja vu, as you rightfully alluded to. Last year, similar predicament. We got rolled for 4 or 5 weeks, then ended up winning the flag. Same scenario, 4 or 5. But now, this looks almost like a juggernaut. But I just can't get beat.
OK, I think the one thing that has been found, especially after Monday Night Football, is that Cronulla can now include themselves in that 5 teams now. I thought it was only 4. Manly, Melbourne, Roosters and South could win the comp. I've now got to put Cronulla in that mix. Even though they're going to play in the bottom half of that final.
The bottom half, look, you can build a very strong case. They have been absolutely exemplary. Paul Gallen, what an inspirational leader he's been. But all year, despite their controversy and all the little simmering little under things that have happened in the place.
The under things?
Under things, but that's a poor choice of word. But all the little goings on around the place, they have not lost their focus. They've been resilient, they've stayed true to the cause and been terrific.
Speaking of under things, what is going on at Canberra with all of those things happening underneath their coach? David Fern had gone, Blake Ferguson, they've had the Josh Dugan scenario, the player revolt. They're going to miss the finals. It's been an ugly end of the year for the Canberra Raiders.
I'll tell you something, Russell. This is a classic example of how poor discipline and one guy not handled correctly can destroy a club.
I think Dugan was an additional.
Dugan
he was a start. You got to blame.
But I get terribly annoyed when the coach is sacked because of player unrest.
But he supported the player who was the recidivist.
Okay, yeah.
No, I've got no issue with that. I think that the players had said, look, you're picking one guy over us, and you've already picked another guy over us. Now we're sick of this.
But it's the old adage.
You or us.
When you compromise your morals or you compromise your standards or your imprimatas or whatever they are at your club.
Exactly.
You are tempting fate, subject to ridicule.
And that from a man who compromised his morals for an entire career. So he should know. That'll do it for this week. We'll catch you next week. Thanks to the Mazda BT-50.
That was uncalled for.